This is a video of American talk show host Bill Maher on Israel, Palestine, and Hamas, a video you do not want to miss.
Do you think Hamas needs to be eradicated?
I don't believe in any terrorist organization, period, bottom, end of story. But I don't equate Palestinians with Hamas any more than I would.
But they're fighting Hamas. Do you believe that Hamas should be eliminated?
Well, but they're not fighting. They're not killing Hamas. They're killing.
Oh, yeah, they are.
I'm saying they're not only killing Hamas.
Of course.
They're killing a lot more people besides. So
what war did we ever have where they were only killing the soldiers? None.
Well,
never happened. Never will happen.
All I'm saying, Bill, is that if you're going to have moral outrage, as you should, the evil that was enacted on October 7th is undeniable to me, and I don't apologize for opposition to that. Straightforward, right? When I wrote my piece in the New York Times about anti-Semitism, deeply entrenched in this culture, I believe that. At the same time, we can't talk about a world in which we can't at least acknowledge that the over-response of Israel, that many progressive Jews and others have said is wrong and problematic, has to be called out. That's what I'm talking about, understanding.
I disagree with the premise. Either you believe Hamas has got to be wiped out. This is a group that, again, has attacked Israel 5 times. Israel gave back that land in 2005. Since then, they took a lot of money from the world that was for charity and for their own people. They stole it. They used it to build tunnels and import bombs and attack Israel 5 times, including that horrible one on October 7th. Okay, their charter says, we'd like to wipe these people off the face of the earth. They proclaim over and over again that they are going to do it. Does that group have to be wiped out? And if it does, then the idea that you know better than the Israeli Defense Force how to accomplish that,
it's not that I know better, but evils to be eradicated. I want them both to be removed. And I don't justify assaults upon Jews any more than I justify assaults upon Palestinians.
But it's a fake argument, because if you think Hamas has to be eliminated, then sometimes people are going to die. And you can't put a number on it, because we don't do that with any other war.
Bill, I don't believe the justification of that occurs, and I stand tooth and nail against anti-Semitism and the evils visited upon Israel and Jewish people, and we have to hold them accountable. Look, if you oppose Idi Amin, you're not anti-black because you're calling him into question. Now, we know a Jewish state is different. We know Zionism is different. But no, I'm just saying to you, if we can't have it both ways. It used to be that the argument was to Ralph Ellison and other figures who were black, James Baldwin, you're mistaking Israel with Jews. Now we're talking about the collapse of that. We must protect to the nth degree the ability of people to live freely from terror and destroy that terror. But the terror is operating in multiple forms.
Very simple solution. Stop attacking Israel.
The reason it's such a simple solution, and the reason people applaud it, is because if they stop attacking Israel, Israel will not have a need to attack back, right? If you stop giving Israel this green light to have to respond to all these threats, then there would be no issues. And Israel they don't want the war. You know how many people in the IDF I've spoken to? Like my friends who are in their 20s who are like traveling in Brazil, or maybe they're starting to get married, or build a family, or maybe they're going to travel, or maybe they're beginning to study. They get a call to go into the reserves, and their entire life is just on pause. They don't want that. Their parents don't want that for them. The IDF doesn't want more fallen soldiers. We don't want to keep burying more people at Mount Herzl. Enough is enough, Stop attacking Israel. Leave it alone. Leave it alone. You've been trying to destroy it since Jews have been, the land, should I say. Obviously, Israel started, was a country officially in 1948 and established. But before the state of Israel, you had Jewish people all over the world who have been facing pogroms over and over, persecuted against, displaced, ethnically cleansed, moving around, just trying to come back home, because that's what Mount Zion is, Jerusalem, Har Zion. They want to go back. That's what Zionism is. Like, why are we still talking about these basic things? Because if you go back to the basics of this, if you stop trying to persecute against the people, they won't have to have a reason to fight back. I'm not saying that Jews have been perfect in this land that we know today as Israel, but they've just wanted to return home. And in order to actually stay home, they have to defend the home. Because if they didn't defend it, it wouldn't exist. There would be no Jews. The world would be cleansed of them. Cleansed of them. Can you imagine one of the Abrahamic religions no longer existing? I mean, this is what Hitler wanted. This is what Nazi Germany wanted. This is what the Grand Mufti, this is what they wanted. This is what al-Husseini met with Hitler in Berlin, Germany to do, to figure out how to complete the final solution in the Middle East. Stop attacking Jews. Enough is enough. Thank you so much for all your support. See you next video. If you want to continue the conversation, you can support my work for free. Discord does not cost a thing. It is the best way to connect with me and others who are seeking the truth. The link is in the description. But if you want to take it one step further, my Patreon gives you access to the Israel you don't see, uncovering the untold stories of what mainstream media does not show you. The link is in the description and it helps me to continue this work. Or if you're just looking to help this thing go, PayPal and Buy Me a Coffee is a really easy way to support me. This channel, this work does not happen without all of you. Thank you. I love you. I'll see you next time.